Okay, here we go.
Welcome back to the Grown Up Kids. I'm Jessie.
I'm Seth.
Is that what I did?
Yeah, you did it. You said, welcome back with your fingers like that.
I actually have no recollection.
It even made like a thud. No, yeah. So, I don't know. I just thought it'd be fun.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, I'm Seth, and we're siblings, and we have a podcast. And we talk about a plethora of things regularly.
Yes, we do.
And we usually start with our song of the week, which be the song that we like to listen to this week that was maybe regular listening or brought us a lot of joy. So, do you have your song of the week?
I do.
That was crazy.
That was like so smooth. I feel like you rarely do that on the podcast.
First take.
Oh my gosh. Dry Knuckles Club. Jeez.
Yo, let's go. Honestly,
my hands are shredded right now.
You should see last night before I actually washed them and the blood
isn't it
the
horrible?
Dry blood came off. Because normally this happens for me in December, but this year it's the end of January, and I said
my hands have been like this since November.
I think I held my hands up held my hands up like this and showed Hannah yesterday. I was like, hey, a late bloomer this year, but we're here. And I had I don't know, I think total I had 12 or 13 little blood spots on my hand. Oh yeah, it stings like crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how much lotion I put on.
The Rickard dry skin jeans.
It's never been this bad.
Oh. Yeah,
for me any other year. Also, I mean, I guess I did 3 summers in California or 3 winters in California, so that helped. But I've never had it be this bad. It's awful. I don't know if it's just because I clean more or something between the cafe and having a house or what.
The chemicals on your hands or something?
Maybe you're just washing my hands more. I don't know. But anyway, my song of the week, 2 Declan McKenna's in a row.
Oh, shit.
Remember how last week I talked about wanting to do a cover of Sympathy?
Mm-hmm.
This week, my song of the week is Sympathy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say it's a cover of Sympathy.
No.
And I was like, no way.
I already released it. Just kidding.
Sympathy.
It was funny. Caedan said to me yesterday, he was like, wait, so which one is Sympathy? Out of the blue. And I was like, oh, yeah, you listen to the podcast. So I was like it dawned on me oh, yeah, you heard me talking about that. I almost forget that, you actually do hear what I'm saying.
Yeah.
At a later date.
100%.
It's weird. I'm like, oh, yeah.
All the time where she'll ask me a question about, what's that thing that Jessie was talking about? Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, wait, what? When were we talking? The podcast.
You weren't there.
You were not privy to that conversation.
Yeah,
except
you
for
know.
You are.
Yeah. Except for broadcasting it on purpose.
Right. My song of the week is called Eyes to the Sky by the one, the only, John Bellion.
Oh, nice.
The best artist of all time.
He's pretty great.
And Eyes to the Sky is one of his older songs I think it's from his second album.
Is that the Guillotine album?
No, that was his 4th album.
Oh, then
or was that
there's no way I know the song.
Am I tripping right now? I might be tripping right now. I think.
Am I tripping? What?
Oh, jeez. All right, hold on. I actually want to get this right. I want to do, out of all the people that I want to
do him right.
Do justice for. Oh, yeah, I was right. It's on The Separation, which is his second. It was, I think it was more like an EP. Oh, no, it was an album. Okay, so his second album. His second album, The Separation, and then The Human Condition was 4th. Okay, I was right.
Nice.
I was right. Trust your instincts, Seth. Trust your instincts. Okay, no. Oh my gosh, why did I throw my phone way over there? I got all these notes for today's episode.
Wait. So what order do we want to? Do you want me to do my book thing real quick? Get it out of the way. Because you have boneless wings.
Oh, I've got so many boneless wings. I'm not going to lie. Today's episode is going to be me venting about multiple things.
Oh,
it's not going to be complaining as
funny.
much as it is. Yeah. Oh,
okay.
Yes. But it's not going to be complaining as much as it's going to be bro, what is life? What are these things that are happening?
Okay, I have quite a few book things, and then I have a bunch of 2-bys too.
What's a 2-by?
2-bys.
Yeah, what? Oh, tube eyes. I thought you said 2 buys.
No. Tube eyes.
2 buys. All right. Hit us with these book updates.
All right.
I want
one of us can read.
One of us can read.
And oh my gosh. Okay, so I finished The Last Flight, which is that one I was telling you about, where it's the girl went down on the plane.
Yeah.
And yeah. A crazy ending.
Nice.
It was really good.
Okay.
I finished that one, and then I started a new book called Binding 13 that is I don't even really want to explain it because you're going to think it's dumb.
Okay.
But those who would like to know what it is can go look it up for themselves. It was like over 600 pages. Finished it in 3 days.
Whoa. Honestly,
Blew through that book.
I will say this. You're definitely on pace for hitting your target.
Oh my gosh, I've already read 4 this year.
Right. And what did you say?
40.
Yeah. 4. I mean, it's the end of the month. So 4 times 12 would be 48.
Yeah,
That's
but
what Kiana asked me about. She said, let's figure out our Spotify account so I can listen to 15 hours of books every week.
Hey.
It just dawned on me.
My sister.
And I was like, where did you hear about the podcast?
There we go. Yeah, okay, so I still haven't my listening hours still haven't reset yet. So I will finish that one by the time that next episode comes around. I can talk about that. But finished Binding 13. It's a one of 6 books.
Whoa, it's a series.
It's a series. And I already started the new one today.
Binding 14?
No, it's called Keeping 13.
Oh. Should have taken a page out of Ocean's playbook. Ocean's 11. 12,
yeah,
13.
I know.
Binding 14.
It's the this is embarrassing. It's the number of the player on a rugby team. It's the main character. His number.
Okay. Why is that embarrassing?
I don't know, because like those kinds of books usually are really stupid.
When it's about an athlete?
No, not that it's about an athlete, but like I don't know if you know this, but there's like a genre of books that are spicy in nature.
Ew.
And are specifically only really about like hockey.
Ew.
Like that's a big thing.
Ew.
I've never read any of them.
Ew.
Just fair warning, and I won't. But like they're all about like a play on words of like puck and like stick, like just it's just weird. It's really weird. It's a really strange genre of books that's out there.
Ew.
And it's geared towards like young women, which is also just strange. So I hesitate to like say it's about sports because then I feel like people are gonna think it's like that.
Oh, okay, but it's not like that.
It's not really. No, it's set in Ireland, and there's like a tiny. No, listen to me. There's like a tiny bit, and I just like it's cringy, and I just like, you know, but it's set in Ireland.
Check your heart.
In oh my gosh, in like the 2000s, in like a prep school and
like a high school.
Yeah. But like a fancy high school.
Okay.
And the main guy is like the hotshot rugby player.
Interesting. Yeah. What are you reading? But it's okay.
I don't I can't explain more to you about it. If somebody knows what I'm talking about, they're gonna know exactly why I can't explain more about it too. Because there's like one specific plot point that is just like hilariously
cheesy,
dumb,
corny.
It's just so stupid that this is like the guy's main problem in life. But I still read the book in like 3 days.
You can't say it?
I'm not going to. I'll tell you after.
Is it inappropriate?
It's not inappropriate. Like what it actually isn't inappropriate. But the fact that it's like the main point of his plot in the book is just like the way they talk about it is just like, are you freaking kidding me? Like just, I don't know.
Weird.
I can't explain it on the podcast, but I'll explain it to you after.
Okay. Sounds good.
And then I'll probably regret it. But anyways, so I started the second book in that series and I'll probably be done in like 2 days.
Fire. Well,
and I got Kindle Unlimited for free for 30 days because all the rest, the first one was Prime Reading and the other 5 are on Kindle Unlimited so that you have to get Kindle Unlimited.
That's crazy that they do that. But
I know it's so annoying.
That makes sense.
But
genius
30-day free trial. So basically, I have 5 books to read in 30 days that are all like 600 pages.
You're under the gun.
Yeah.
You're under the
Honestly,
gun.
though, I probably will do it. I've done like more than that in a short amount of time, probably.
Well, good.
So
good. Well, good.
So watch me give you
600 pages, 5 books. That's 3,000 pages in the next 30 days.
Well, I read 611 pages in 3 days.
When did your 30-day free trial start?
Today. I just did it like a couple hours ago.
You're on a 3,000-page gauntlet between now and the end of your 30 days.
It's crazy.
So good luck.
But also, yeah, I will have updates on that. But at the same time, I'm probably going to say very little because it's probably embarrassing.
Thanks.
So
Thank you.
Yeah, it'll work out for you.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Boneless wings, 2 buys.
Go to 2 buys.
Okay,
Let's go to
2 buys.
It really does sound like 2 buys.
Yeah,
like
it does.
2 by
Tube,
a 2
like
by
a
2, a 2
cylinder
by 4,
and eyes. Okay.
Tube eyes.
I'm gonna just breeze through the ones that I know you're not gonna care about.
Okay.
Love Island All Stars UK season 3 started. I've been riding that wave. It's been great.
Who cares? I'm just kidding.
cares?
Who cares?
Bridgerton season 4 started today.
Oh, cool.
Also started that. I know you don't care. That's fine.
Yep, that's right. But that's okay.
I watched. Okay,
People
so
want
I
to know what you watch, just like they want to know what I watch. So yeah.
Okay. Our target demographic is mostly girls my age.
That was my point.
Yeah.
That's
so I think if they care about either of us,
yes,
me.
you. That's my point. That's why I was like made that face after they care about what I watch. Yeah, I don't think they.
Oh,
do.
I thought you were saying it more like they don't really care about what you.
No.
Okay. Anyway,
I was roasting myself. It's all
okay.
good.
I have a couple things real quick before we can jump into the stuff we've both watched.
Okay.
Number 1, I've been trying to watch through as many of the Oscar-nominated films as I can before the Oscars come out. Elio is on that list.
That Pixar one?
Yeah, I watched it. Kate and I
Yeah,
watched it the other night. Actually, really good.
Good.
I was shocked.
I'm going to watch it with the kids and Kiana at some
No,
point.
I genuinely, like, we laughed a good amount. There's, like, a couple things in the movie that were actually really funny. And it didn't feel super agenda-driven.
Nice.
And
I feel like most stuff that Pixar has done has still pretty much been on track. I really feel like it was just the one thing
Turning
that they did.
Red.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never watched that one. But yeah, Elio, it's crazy because I thought it was great. And it had, like, almost no marketing.
The marketing was shockingly low compared to
Like,
every
I
other
barely
Pixar
heard
movie
about
that I
any
knew
of it.
about or that I've heard
Yeah,
about.
Kid and I both were like, he was like, what is this even about? And I was like, I think space, but that's about all I know.
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you. Like, it almost went under the radar that they were even doing it. It made me question, like...
I feel like maybe because, like, Inside Out 2 is, like, a bigger thing, so, like, maybe that took a lot of their marketing budget, so the other movies just were, like, a little bit lower or something.
I don't know.
But it's also Pixar.
Yeah,
so,
it's
like,
Pixar, and that's the thing is, like, they don't release stuff that often compared to, like, Disney Animation Studios or DreamWorks or whatever.
Yeah.
And so it felt like... It always feels like to me that anything that Pixar releases should be getting a huge...
Yeah.
marketing budget and like a lot of hype.
I also think that has to do with just the fact that like Disney Plus exists. Like everything I feel like gets less now because
maybe you're right.
Eventually just gets released on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
But anyway, Elio is really good.
Nice.
And I also watched a movie called Train Dreams that's Oscar nominated and it's also on Netflix.
I've heard of this.
And it has Joel Edgerton in it, the guy from Dark Matter.
Yeah.
And Felicity Jones.
And Uncle Owen.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, Caden was like, wait, he's Uncle Owen? And I was like, yeah, did you not realize that? He was like, what the heck? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, wait, that does look like him. And I was like, we just watched that movie.
Yeah.
But that was really good. You would not like it, though.
Okay.
It was like...
Good to know.
It's all shot in natural light. It's like one of the most beautifully like shot movies I've ever seen. It's so visually beautiful. And it's like pretty much all outside in the forest. But it's like a sad movie and it's slow and you wouldn't like it.
Oh. Anything that leaves my heart hurting.
Yeah, you definitely would not like it.
I don't even
It was more of like an
art
piece type of movie, which you don't usually enjoy.
Yeah. Art, smart, fart. Entertain me.
I'm cutting that as a clip.
Yeah.
Art, smart, fart, entertainment. All right, my last one that you haven't seen is there is this crazy story. Do you know the story of Gone Girl? Like the basis of that movie?
No, but
it's like she fakes her own like disappearance and like basically makes it look like her husband did it so that she can like leave her life, whatever. There was a story, and I remember hearing about this when I moved to Reading, but I never watched it or like really read up on it. And I'm glad I didn't. But there was this story of a woman, like a real life Gone Girl type scenario that happened in 2016 in Reading, where I used to live in California. And it was like this mom of 2 little kids and her husband, and like short, blonde hair, blue eyes. Everybody loved her. They like called her super mom, like just this perfect life. And then one day she disappeared on a run. Like her husband came home from work and she wasn't home and their kids weren't home. And so he called the daycare like, oh, do you know like what time my wife picked our kids up? And they were like, she never picked them up. They're still here. And so he like did like the Find My iPhone thing on her phone, and it was like a mile from their house. Like I like there I'm watching the documentary and I'm like, "Oh, I've been there. Oh my gosh, I've been there. I know exactly where that street is." It was so weird.
Whoa.
But cuz it's all taking place in Reading.
Yeah.
But it was like a mile from their house. Her phone was wrapped up with her headphone cords with like hair like ripped out, like not a bunch, just like a couple pieces of hair like in her headphones cord. And so he calls the police because he's like, I think something happened to my wife, like blah, blah, blah. And then immediately, like, the police get involved and it became like huge national news. Like, he pushed to like, he was like, can we get me on like ABC? Like, all these things, like, people need to know so that we can find her. Like, I don't know where she is. Like, the husband got super involved and their kids were really little too. And so she's gone for weeks. They have almost no leads. Like the FBI gets involved. Like the husband's like, can we get the FBI in on this? Like whatever. So the FBI get involved and they're like, there are some really weird like holes in this story. Like the placement of her phone is very strange. And like they had almost no possible suspects. Like it was so weird.
Wow.
And then they're like trying to figure all this out. And then on Thanksgiving Day in 2016, she had been gone for 22 days. All of a sudden, on the someone calls the police and a car on the highway sees this woman flag them down and she's got like a chain around her stomach. Her hands are zip tied. She's got like bruises all over her, a hole in her arm. She's branded on her back. She's like skin and bone, hair chopped off. Like she looked crazy. Like she had been like battered and bruised up. And they're like, there's this woman on the side of the road. I just pulled over to try and help her. She's like she's chained up. Like she doesn't look good. Like they're like, ask her name. And she says her name and it's the woman that's been missing for 3 weeks. And so she gets reunited with her husband, all this stuff, tells this story that she was on her run and 2 Hispanic women kidnapped her and took her to she doesn't know where and held her in this house chained up for like 3 weeks and like branded her and did all this stuff to her.
Okay.
The whole case was not public. Like all the information about like what happened to her was not public. They just knew she was missing and then she came back. Yeah. Like that's what the public knew. Mm-hmm. So they like take DNA from like the clothes that she was wearing, all this stuff, and the like documentary is mostly from the perspective of her husband and like the police detectives and the FBI that were on the case at the time. Mm-hmm. So they put out like a sketch artist for these 2 Hispanic women, like whatever, all this stuff. Also, the community in Reading is 20% Hispanic. And so like it created this huge animosity against the Hispanic community.
Whoa.
Where like women in the Hispanic community in Reading like were terrified to go anywhere, especially in a group, because they were like, people would just automatically assume like you're the ones that kidnapped that woman and blah blah. Like they were getting threatened. Like people didn't want to go outside if they were Hispanic. Like there was like people were getting like guns pulled on them and all this stuff if they were Hispanic. It was wild. So, and the FBI was like pretty like, this is just not making any sense. Like all this stuff is really strange. Like her story and the way she's telling her story is really odd. And they like encouraged her to like write it down. So she basically wrote this like almost like book called The 22 Days to like detail like what happened to her and everything she remembers. And it was like very dramatized, and which like if it's true, like it makes sense, but it's very odd. Like she would never take any interviews or meetings unless her husband was there, and like just tried to go back to normal life with their kids. They wait for, I don't think they got a hit on the DNA that came back on her, because she said it was 2 Hispanic women. They came back with DNA that was 1 female and 1 male. And so they were like, well, that's weird. But it takes a long time to get a hit on DNA. Like
like it's not like the movies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's exactly what the FBI agent said. Times, yeah. So the DNA comes back in I want to say 2020 or 2021 or something. Like, it's years later.
Oh, shoot.
And it's
this story give me the heebie-jeebies,
it's a male.
bro.
And they trace it through like all these different, like they get a hit on a certain family tree, trace it through all these things, leads back to her ex-boyfriend from 10 years ago, who was originally a possible suspect that they ruled out because they had no contact for the last 10 years and there was no reason to think he was going to be part of it. So they don't tell them, but the FBI and the detective go visit this guy. He's like 500 miles south of Redding in Costa Mesa, California. They go talk to this dude, and they're like, go to his house. He immediately invites them in, doesn't even think twice. And his house is exactly detailed the way that she said the place that she was held was. And like it had this very weird closet set up, and that's exactly what was in the house. They had this specific coffee table that had a granite top that she described to her husband, and her husband found the table and said, like, is this it? And she was like, yeah, it looks like that. He sent it to the FBI. They're in this dude's house, and they're like, that table is the exact same table that she said that she saw. Like when she was branded, all these things. And for like an hour, they're talking to this guy, and he's like, I haven't seen or heard from her in a long time. Then all of a sudden, within an hour, and at this point, once again, none of the case details are public. So like, he doesn't have any details other than the fact that he knows that she went missing and he knows that she was found. Like all the like
the ex-boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay.
All the like bruising, the brand, all those things, he would have no way of knowing that because the case wasn't public. He cracks within an hour and is like, okay, I did not kidnap her. She sent me a care package a month before with a burner phone and instructions of where to pick her up, the money to rent a car, where to come get her, and what we were going to do. So he goes, rents the car, picks her up in Redding. And like it totally tracks because the way that she dropped her phone and everything was like not how it would be. There was no sign of a struggle. There's visibility from multiple houses of where she would have been kidnapped that like somebody would have seen if she
was like screaming or
yeah. And the way she told the story didn't match up at all with what it looked like in like this area. So he tells them, and he's like, yeah, she had me brand her. Like, he's giving up all these details that he would have had no way of knowing. He's like, she had me brand her. I went and bought the stuff from Hobby Lobby, like wood burning tools.
Hobby Lobby?
Yes.
A Christian company.
But he's giving up all these details. And the FBI and the police are just like, oh my gosh. Like, he's telling the truth. So they put him on a polygraph test, and he passes every single thing and is telling the truth. They used burner phones. They get the call log. They've been talking for months leading up with burner phones from her to him. Whoa. And all these things. And so then they call the husband and the wife into a meeting in like 2020 and are like, okay, so we like got a hit on the DNA. Like we've learned some new information. Basically, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh my gosh, okay, like, are we going to find them and whatever? The husband's there. He thinks like, oh my goodness, are we finally going to like get answers about like who took her and all these things? And they're like, do you maybe want to like, we're going to give you this information. Like, do you guys maybe want to talk first? Like, we can step out. And they're like, she's like, like, I think we're okay. And he's like, the police are like, we're going to step out. Like, you guys can talk for a minute before. But they can still hear their whole conversation. Yeah. And they did it on purpose because they're like, we want to know what she's going to say to him. Yeah. And he looks at her, the husband looks at her like, what's going on? Like, you need to tell me what's happening right now. And she's just like, I don't know. Like, I don't know what they're going to say. Like, you can see her start to like panic. It was crazy. They give up all this information. They're like, he came and got you in a car that he rented because you gave him the instruction. They lay it all out, and they're like, and we know this because he passed a polygraph test and told us things that he could not have known otherwise. And she was like, I don't know how that could be. Like he might have been involved, but he's not the one that kidnapped me. And like, maybe he was involved. Like, just completely backtracking, and you can see visibly her husband is like, oh my gosh, like
What?
she fabricated this whole thing. Like he's physically like moving further away from her, like as it goes on. So it all comes out. Like basically she gets sent to jail because she lied to the police and the FBI.
Yeah.
And then she signs a plea deal with like her attorneys that says I lied, but she never detailed exactly what she lied about. She just signed a thing that did say that she lied and like admission of guilt. So then this is a documentary on Disney Plus or like Hulu.
Okay.
And then immediately a second show starts. I didn't realize was out when I finished it, where it's like more recent and she's in the documentary telling her story. And the FBI agent that was on the case is now retired. So she's giving up like all these details that she couldn't say before in the first documentary. That she's like, oh yeah, we knew it. Like we went from knowing, like thinking she was the victim to realizing that she was the subject. But we had to still treat her like she was the victim until we had enough evidence that she was the subject. And she was like, it was the weirdest thing. And like, she's like, I can tell you right now, like, this didn't make sense. This didn't make sense from the jump.
Oh, the FBI agent's a girl. You keep saying
yeah,
she.
Yeah, sorry. The FBI agent was a woman. And so it was crazy. And I haven't finished it yet. But she is in the documentary now, sitting down and is like, I get to finally tell my side of the story. And it's like so dramatic. It's so stupid. And she's like, yes, I was kidnapped by my ex-boyfriend, blah, blah, blah. So she like is still sticking to a like an absolutely false version of the story. And it's all real.
Happening?
And this like these events were like happening while I lived there. Like the court cases where she went to jail and stuff was in 2022 when I lived in Reading. I was like, this is crazy. It was the weirdest thing. So I need to finish that show, but it was fascinating and also crazy.
I don't understand how, like in this specific example, I don't understand how people get so like convinced of their own lie.
Oh, I know.
How does that happen?
It's crazy.
You have to live your entire life outside of reality and truth.
No, seriously.
Ugh.
And then like she also had like a 2 and 3-year-old kids.
What is happening?
That also the husband said at one point, which this I was like, I was like, that is chill to the bone, like scary, creepy, because she said like he was putting one of his daughter to bed. He was putting his daughter to bed one night, like after the wife went to prison or just jail and stuff like that, and like she was no longer at the house, which eventually she like got out and lived with his sister and had shared custody of it's just crazy situation. So weird.
How in the world could a woman like that
I don't know
ever have custody of her children? That being said, I get it. She's a mom. That's maybe extreme.
But he was putting his daughter to bed and like got up and whatever one night and like coughed a little when he stood up or something. And she was like, oh, like, Dad, are you okay? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm fine. And she was like, oh, well, are you sick? And he was like, no, I'm not sick. And she's like, well, if you're sick, you should do mommy's trick. And he was like, what is mommy's trick? And his daughter got up, took him into the bathroom to the rubbing alcohol and like put it up to her mouth and was like, oh my gosh, this is mommy's trick. Like, you just like smell this or whatever. And he found out, I don't remember exactly how he like realized this is exactly what was happening, but she was tying a string around their neck with a bag at the end of it full of paper towels soaked in rubbing alcohol, so they'd constantly be smelling the fumes, so they'd get sick enough that she could take them to the doctors and look like this like amazing mom that's like taking care of her kids.
What is happening?
Isn't that insane? And the same woman is like sitting there in front of the TV like, I never poisoned my kids and I just like disappeared and crafted this whole lie and blah, blah, because I'm like a magician, aren't I? Like so over dramatized. And she's like, here's the real story. And is like saying all this stuff. And I'm like, you're like clinically insane. Like,
yeah, that's
like
wild.
Psychopath, you should be in a mental institution.
These are the types of movies about that type of stuff and documentaries about real life stories. Like, I can't do it. It hurts my heart. It makes me sad. It frustrates me to find out or hear that like somebody would treat their spouse or their children that way is just like bizarre.
Insane.
I don't understand.
No,
I
it
can't
doesn't
even do it.
Unfathomable.
Yeah, no, it's not fathomable. It's completely
It's
accurate.
without it's without fathom.
It's without it's
Do you know
without
where
the
that's from?
possibility of fathom. What?
It's without fathom.
No. What?
Oh my gosh, what's a Megamind? It's
Oh,
without fathom. It's without fathom.
I've seen that movie one time
That's
and it cracked me
it's
up.
such
But
a good movie.
yeah,
Anyway, yeah, so I watched that.
wow,
I think it's called Perfect Wife. Like, I don't remember what the like
that's crazy.
rest of it is or
That
whatever. But anyway,
absurd.
documentary. Okay, well,
That blows my mind.
yeah.
Ew, gross.
Beast Games.
I
The
don't.
boxes.
Yeah, the
That
boxes.
was the last episode was where they were in those boxes.
Yeah, because like technically last night an episode came out, but I haven't watched it yet.
Yeah, we haven't either. Oh wait,
at the time of
it was
recording this.
Wednesday.
And
forgot.
Traitors, today's Thursday, so Traitors comes out tonight.
Yeah,
but
I
I
won't
know
watch
that
it
this
till
episode comes out on a Sunday, so these things will already be out. The point is, the boxes, Beast Games. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fascinating. I find it so entertaining on Beast Games, the things that these people ask for on the phone. Drewski being on the phone all of a
That
sudden
was
for those one
funny.
people, that was hilarious. Like, I think what I love about Beast Games and just like what Mr. Beast is doing in general is like, he has these ideas of ways to be so entertaining.
Yeah.
And like have his
He's
show be so entertaining.
So genius.
This so far, season 2 is better than season 1
For
in
sure.
every way, except I really loved, and I was talking to Zach about this, and Zach is the one that brought this up, and I agreed with him so intensely, like, and I echo this, so it's not an original thought by me, but like, episode 1 in season 1 where there were 1,000 people and the pure spectacle of the size of that room and every person had their own mat and kind of that whole thing, and like it took longer to eliminate this row, this column, this quadrant, and the way that all played out.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was more fun than the 100 strength people, 100 smart people on their own mats.
Mm-hmm.
Like the spectacle of it in season 1 was crazier and the episode was crazier.
Yeah.
Everything else about season 2 has been better than season 1 in every way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are these two people acting like they're in love and they're ready to get married?
Oh my gosh.
This is ridiculous. Like,
she doesn't seem that into it.
She does not seem that into it.
He
and I said the same.
Way more into it than
but
she
to
does.
be perfectly
but also,
honest,
they're like the exact same person.
I don't think either one of them are that into it. I think both of them are just like,
I don't know. He seems
doing
into
it for the show.
He seems into it. She does not.
I don't know. And look, we could be wrong, and they're both totally into it, and it's not for the show, and it's like real love. To be very clear,
first wedding on Beast
can't
Games.
Actually know what's going on inside their hearts.
True.
So if that's like real love, beautiful. I love it. But it is wild to watch on TV. I'll say that. It's wild to watch.
Wait, how did it end this last episode?
It's those two and JC in the box.
You don't know.
Well, here's the problem: is JC and the dude, they just give the girl a pass, trying to be gentlemen, I guess. But that's kind of silly. Like, you're there for $5 million too, but whatever.
Also, if I was them, I'd send the guy.
If
I was the girl,
but then
if
JC decides to just be a jerk, which he's proven that he is a jerk before, and he's proven that he's just completely out for himself, then he could just stand there and never chain himself up and screw all three of them, and all three of them are eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
So I get, like, they technically can't team up on him. They could have played hardball with him. I don't understand the whole thing. I don't care about the frickin' $10 million coin at this point. JC, go home.
Yeah.
The winner will get $5 million.
Yeah.
We're okay with that, dog. Go home with your coin. JC agrees to play the game with the dude. And then when he loses fair and square, here he comes with like, I'll give the coin to your girl. You just got to let me go through. JC, you lost fair and square to exactly what you said you were going to do. Chain yourself to the frickin' wall and get out of here, bro.
And also, like,
take your coin with you.
Who's to say that girl gets it that far? And
right, he's trying to play on the guy's emotions, because
dumb.
If the girl has the coin, the odds of everyone taking her to final 6 are higher. I get I respect the idea from JC, but dog, you should have brought that up before you agreed to play a game that the loser chains themselves up, because when you lost, now all of a sudden you want to bring up a new idea. Like, dog, get out of here.
Yeah, no, I agree. He needs to go.
Despicable. Get off my TV. Get off the show. But I will say, he's a great villain. You know what I'm saying? Like
He is.
get off my TV, but also you being on my TV is really fun.
Yeah,
So
he is
he's a great villain.
I would like to see Jeff play Survivor.
You'd like to see Jeff, the $10 million
winner from season 1,
play Survivor?
I feel like
That'd
he'd be a
fun.
good Survivor player.
I think he'd be good. I think
he
they would not want to give him $1 million.
He fits sort of the Survivor vibe.
He does. Yeah, I don't know what he's like from a survival standpoint and all that kind of stuff, but he does give the vibe of like honor alliances, but also I'm playing the game for myself.
Not so much about surviving.
No, it's not. The early seasons were.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm rewatching season 2 of Survivor right now. I'm going back and watching.
Because I've seen one of the first few. Maybe it's season 3 that I'm
going back and watching seasons of Survivor that I've never seen before, which there's maybe only 10 of the seasons out of 49 that I've never seen before.
Okay.
I've seen most. Maybe 12 seasons I haven't seen. And so I'm just going to go through and watch all of them.
Which season is the season that Ethan wins? It's an Africa one, and it's like one of the first. Oh, okay. I thought it was 3.
I think that's 3, yeah.
Got it.
2 is Australia.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen that one.
And
is that the one Coach is on?
No. That's, I think, Coach's first appearance. I could be wrong, but I think his first appearance is China, which is season 15, I think.
Oh, I thought, no,
I think
because
his first
he's
appearance
on.
is 15.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's played what? 2, 3
like
times?
3 times.
I mean, he's about to be on season 50. I'm so excited for season 50. I am so excited.
So am I.
Do you see all the stuff that, like, the influence in the game from, like, celebrities, and they clearly, like, sponsor or pay for things or whatever? Mr. Beast shows up at one point during season 50.
I told you that.
Yeah,
and Billie Eilish and Jimmy Fallon. And stuff.
Do they actually, do Billie Eilish, Jimmy Fallon, do they actually show up, or do they just, like, their name is a part of it because maybe they're the one that made a decision, or they paid for it or something?
Maybe.
Like, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
But I mean, it's very clear Mr. Beast is on that island during Survivor.
I'm wondering if they were filming season 50 the same time they had that day of
I've
Beast
gotta
games.
assume.
They had to, right?
I've got to assume, but I could be wrong. Yeah. But I got to assume. I wonder if they play the exact same game. They run that same, like, team versus team
that'd be
gauntlet.
fun.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
See the Survivor players do it versus the Beast Games people.
Yeah. Traitors? Before we move on to your boneless wings.
Yeah, on the last episode, who got sent home? Was it Ron?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently a bunch of stuff has come out about how, like, Dorinda said a ton of, like, really rude, like, either racial or, like, derogatory stuff to Ron that they didn't put in the edit. That he's, like, come out and said since he's gotten voted off. Like,
I follow Ron on Instagram ever since I started rooting for him on Traitors. Like, maybe a week before he was banished.
Mm-hmm.
Number one, Ron is hilarious. Like, his comedy stuff is really funny. But I haven't seen everything that he's posted or that, like, he's tagged in, but I have seen a few things where he's talking about the game. I just saw, like, an
article or something.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't surprise me that people, I mean, I hope Dorinda didn't do that or
people, like, they said the article said specifically, like, because the way that he comes out when he's getting talked to before the banishment, he's like basically, like, don't talk about my family, don't do this. It wasn't out of nowhere. It was because of certain things Dorinda had said up to that point, and it seemed so like, geez, this guy is, like, really
out of nowhere.
Yeah. But apparently it was, like, because there had already been a bunch of private conversations or like things said that weren't in the edit that made that reaction make a lot more sense.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I freaking love Ron. And also the way he played the game was so,
it
like,
was sound and made sense. Yeah.
And the way that
he was just going off of what he was witnessing and observing, which is what you have to do in that game.
Right. And the things that, I know we said this already, but the things that Portia did in that game made her look so guilty of being a traitor.
Yes,
that
they did.
I
was convinced.
If you didn't think Portia was a traitor or you weren't convinced to vote for her by the things that were factually true that Ron shared, then, like, you'd be an idiot to not believe that. And I don't know. It seemed like bullying, but I don't know. Maybe
it did. It kind of seemed like that's sort of like what was being said, is that, like, she was, but they weren't showing it because they're trying to protect Dorinda in the edit or whatever, which is dumb.
Well, maybe Ron's personality too, like, he even said this, but maybe Ron's personality isn't the most, like, I'm opening up to you and all this stuff. And so
Yeah.
maybe that just rubbed people the wrong way, which is not his problem necessarily. It's their problem. But you are on a show where that's like really valuable to do that. And most people
Yeah.
are doing that. So then to the other people's credit that went against Ron, like maybe there's ways that he could have quote unquote
Right.
played better
Yeah.
while being, you know, so whatever. Like I think it's stupid that they voted him off because he was very obviously not a traitor. Like that was really stupid, but
Yeah.
whatever. Also, I'm sure the game is a lot harder to play than it is to watch.
For
So
sure. Like
I'm
we're
gonna
seeing
chill
everything.
on my
I think that
criticism.
Rob is doing,
Rob is awesome.
Rob is doing such
Rob
a
is-
great job.
Rob seems like a great traitor, and even like
The fact he voted for Lisa, I was like,
thank you.
so good.
I wish he would have deliberated less and just kind of gotten to that decision a little bit faster. Like Alan Cumming had to like say something to him 2 times. That makes it, Kiana made this point, that makes him look a little bit guilty when inevitably
Yeah.
Lisa's going to get found out as a traitor. Everyone's kind of already on her trail or thinking about it or whatever, starting to go there. And when she's found out as a traitor, they're going to go, is that why Rob struggled so hard with that vote? So I kind of wish he would have just done it faster.
Mhm.
But his logic behind voting for Lisa is sound. And if Lisa and Candace are thinking critically, they will actually be completely fine with what
Yeah.
Rob did. Because if Rob would have done anything else, he would have looked guilty and it would have started to come back on them and
Yeah,
ruin
for
their
sure.
game as traitors.
For sure.
Sorry, but Candace and Lisa cannot carry without Rob. Like Rob
No,
is carrying
he's
right now.
so good.
Candace seems like she's decent. Lisa doesn't seem like she's very good at all.
Sometimes I think Candace's reasonings are stupid. Like the whole thing about like
keep going for Ron.
I decided
it wasn't based on
I
anything.
need to be consistent. I was like, that's a dumb reason. If the
It is
evidence changes
yeah.
and there's a better option, consistency it doesn't matter at all in this game.
Right,
Like
100%.
that is the stupidest argument. Like if I heard somebody say that and I was paying attention, I'd be like, you're a traitor.
Yeah, you're a traitor that wants Ron to get targeted.
Like
yeah,
this doesn't make
100%.
any sense because who cares about being consistent with your vote?
Yeah,
Like
completely
that
agree.
literally does not matter
100%.
at all.
And the whole thing that I'm concerned for Candace's game, because I like her, I want her to do well, but I'm concerned for Candace's game because I think she's thinking about it like this. Ready? Ron looks guilty. We would never murder him in the turret. Or is that banish? Murder? Yeah, murder.
No,
We would
turret,
never
yeah.
murder him in the turret. So he has to get banished at the round table.
Yeah.
And if everyone starts to believe in Ron at the round table, they won't get rid of banish him at the round table. Well, if that happens, then you murder him in the turret.
Yeah.
It'll be fine. If everyone starts to be so convinced he's a faithful, then you just murder him in the turret. No problem.
Yeah.
And I feel like Candace got so caught up on, well, we wouldn't waste a murder in the turret on Ron, so he has to be banished at the table. How about just go with the flow of the game?
Right.
And if he
That's
really
what I'm saying.
becomes
Like
so
you don't
faithful,
have to
then
be
you
so
murder him in the
caught up
turret.
in like your plan.
Yeah.
Like you
Yeah.
have to flow with the evidence and the things that are being thrown
Yeah.
around as it goes.
Right. And I'm hoping Candace, and I know that it's already done, so we're just speaking on it from it already happened. I hope it happens this way.
Yeah.
But I hope Candace kind of comes around to going more with the flow of that rather than saying like, I got to be consistent. I just got to like stick in this thing. Like it needs to happen this way for it to look this way.
Right.
Well, actually, if it happens this way, you can still make it look this way.
Yeah.
So
I loved when they asked
Rob is a genius.
Rob in the car, like, oh, what do you think about Lisa or whatever? And he's like, it's definitely plausible. Like, his answers are always so chill.
Yeah, it was great.
It's so funny. All right, what are your boneless wings?
Man, let me tell
If
you.
you're new, boneless wings are when we have a bone to pick with something.
Yeah. Okay. So my first boneless wing, my first bone to pick, freaking frustrating.
You
is
got
that,
about 10-ish.
Okay, my winter coat. I realized about a week and a half ago that my winter coat absorbs smells so freaking easily, and it's so irritating.
Are both of your boneless wings about your winter coat?
No, I have multiple boneless wings, and 2 of them are about my coat. So, my coat sat in my office. My office had no smell. My coat sat in my office once I got to work. I had meetings in other rooms of the building, whatever. I came back and my office smelled like onions. It smelled like pico de gallo. It smelled like Chipotle. And out of freaking nowhere, after searching my office high and low for like, as I sat in my office having meetings or like working on stuff, I'd just be like, okay, enough's enough. I gotta find this freaking Chipotle. Like, is there
Said, where's this rogue onion?
is there like a little container of pico de gallo from Chipotle like sitting in the garbage, or like did someone prank me and put it in the ceiling? Like, I stood on my desk and checked ceiling tiles. Like, I searched high and low, nook and cranny, hither and yon for some whiff of Chipotle in my office. And it was nowhere. I was like, is it wafting from a different office or down the hall? And the smell was only existent in my office. I smelled my clothing. I smelled my coat. And I didn't smell anything because I had gone nose deaf because I was in it for so long. But I left my office. I came back. Wow, it's really intense. I started sniffing around and I smelled my coat, and it smelled thick of like onions and, you know, that general smell. So I was like, what the frick? Other people were smelling it, so I know I wasn't going crazy. And so I realized the night before Kiana had made zuppa Toscana.
Which, it's so funny to me that that's what did it, because like you keep saying it smells like Chipotle.
Yeah, but it's onions. It's onions.
Yeah,
Chipotle
like
smells like
zuppa
onions.
Toscana's like,
Zuppa Toscana has onions. I don't know. Onions are a very strong smell, so it like makes sense.
yeah, but like it also has like sausage and other stuff too.
Yeah.
So it's just funny to me that it would smell so Chipotle.
It was, and
bent.
I wasn't the only person who said Chipotle. Like, one of my other coworkers walked in. She goes, "It smells like Chipotle," and I was like, "Ah, thank you, yes."
But it's not. It's zuppa Toscana.
Yeah, and I get that, but like
That's just funny to me.
Yeah, I think there's just similarities between, and like maybe it's the smell of onions that sticks in my coat more than the smell of sausage. I don't freaking know. I'm just like, what's going on?
Somebody
with my
else's
coat?
problem now.
Yeah, which brings me to my next bone to pick and friggin' irritating is that last night, and again, like I'm a youth pastor. I set my coat, which has my wallet in one of the pockets. I just set my coat on top of this like countertop that's in our youth space. It's my coat. It's not anybody else's coat. So when I went to get my coat at the end of the night and it was gone, I thought to myself, why did someone grab my coat? And like, okay, it's a black winter coat, so I get it. Like maybe somebody grabbed on accident thinking it was theirs, whatever. But like, it was cold outside. Did you put it on before you left? Because if so, like, that's probably the moment you would have realized, like, oh, not my coat. Like, who's this?
Yeah.
You would have reached in the pocket maybe
also,
and realized
some
like my
middle school
wallet.
boys are
Someone
just
else, they
so
grab their coat
oblivious
and
to
boom.
life.
Yes, and I agree. So I sent out a text message, like email thing to everybody in our youth ministry, students, parents probably got some text. And it was like, yo, if you have Pastor Seth's coat, like, please email, let us know ASAP. Like, we need it back. Like, it has his wallet in it, you know? So basically.
You said that?
Yeah, I did.
Wow.
So I'm really hoping my coat and wallet turn up because it's really not ideal. But come on, coat. First you're smelling, now you're missing.
He said, I'll solve the problem for you. Peace.
Yeah, he said, you going to complain about me absorbing smells? Absorb this.
He said, I'll make myself scarce.
All right. I know that I've talked about this before, but Discover Weekly on Spotify, bro, like, it's not getting
This
any
is
better.
a consistent bonus swing for you.
I know. It's not getting any better. It's literally getting worse.
They just released some new playlist thing that popped up on my Spotify today.
Good for them. They
like
keep
new
trying,
version of something.
whatever. They keep trying to add all these other things. How about you just go back to getting Discover Weekly right? Because I have been a fan of Lawrence for years now. I've listened to all
You've
of their
had Lawrence songs on Song of the Week.
many times, at least once. But I listen to their music all the time, right? Like they're signed to John Bellion's label. I love Lawrence. Great music. Clyde and Gracie. Come on.
Siblings.
Yes, siblings. An iconic sibling duo who loves Star Wars. Like, let's go. But the point is, I pulled up Discover Weekly a couple weeks ago. Like, man, I haven't listened to Discover Weekly in a while. Why? Because they were making me mad. So I took a break. So I tried to pull it back up. Like, yo, let's go. Top song in Discover Weekly has that little green check next to it because I already have this song belonging in a playlist.
Yeah.
And it's the song False Alarms from their album from 4 or 5 years ago now. 4 years ago, 5 years, whatever. And I'm like, bro.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
How does Spotify not know that I I have the song in my playlist already. I listened to this song. I know this song. Why is it putting it in a playlist that is specifically designed for me to discover new music?
Yeah, that is actually so dumb.
What is the algorithm? What is like the AI that Spotify is using? What are they doing? It's not worth the
know
money.
what
Go
the heck's
hire some
going on.
people. Go hire some people to write
Like,
better
Wrapped
algorithms.
was so good this year. So I don't know, or like this past year.
It's
So I don't know
frustrating.
what is going on.
It's frustrating. No, thankfully, like I know that you can't really mess up release radar, but
Sorry
they probably
if you're hearing
could.
the train.
Yeah, choo choo. You probably could mess up release radar. So I'm just thankful that release radar has actually been something where at least I'm seeing the new music from like my artists and the people I listen to.
Mm-hmm.
And I just haven't even been touching Discover Weekly. Like I'm just having to discover my own stuff weekly. It's ridiculous.
God forbid I have to search for my own music.
But the thing is, like, normally, like,
No,
this
I
is a
understand, I
feature of
understand.
Spotify that's been
Caedan
a
says
staple.
the same thing. Like he'll show me his Discover Weekly, and it's all like liked songs.
Yeah, it's frustrating as
Yeah.
heck. I don't know what
But,
they're doing.
wait, is that all of your?
No, I have one more.
Oh, okay. Is it fast?
I have one more, and then I have a story to tell, and both are fast.
Because we have like 5 minutes.
I've been playing Mario Kart a bunch lately, even to the point of, because I'm the only one in my house that wants to play on 150cc, because Maisie and Jude, they're just not old enough yet. They run it on like 50. They'll run it on 100 with me, but they struggle a little bit. Honestly, they have plenty of races on 100cc where they finish like second, third, fourth. Like,
nice.
they're good at the game,
They're
but
so funny.
they don't really drift too much yet. Maisie is just getting to the point where she consistently gets that boost off the jumps. So like they're getting better. But I want to play on 150cc because I already got 3 stars everything on 100cc. And I don't get to play 150. So there's been a couple nights recently where I have this corded pair of headphones, and I take the Switch into bed and connect it like this. And so I'm sitting in bed like this. Kiana's sleeping next to me, and I got these big headphones
That's what
over my
Caedan
head.
does with Minecraft.
And I play Switch in bed, and low-key, it's been super fun, even though I feel like really nerdy the whole time, but it's amazing.
It's not as nerdy as playing Minecraft.
You are right about that, but respect. Okay, so
Kate's gonna ask me about that later. He's gonna be like, "Why'd you have to say that?"
150cc on Mario Kart, it's like stupidly fun because
it's so fun.
You just feel like you're nonstop
Literally,
whipping
like,
through every corner. You drift like
it's great.
I feel like I'm inside of Tokyo Drift, like Fast and Furious, whatever. My gripe is,
oh yeah, I forgot it's a boneless swing.
I can have, and I have had, like the other night I played 4 Grand Prix in a row. I actually played 5 Grand Prix in a row. Okay, to be clear, I played more than that, but the part of the story that matters, for 4 Grand Prix in a row, I didn't have to like quit out and start again or anything. I got 3 stars. Like a Grand Prix is 4 races.
Yeah.
And I got first place all 4 races on the first attempt. So that's
12,
16.
or 16.
That's 16 straight races of first place, no problem, and no like practicing or getting to know the maps or whatever. Just run it and be good and dominate.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong finished in second place out of those 16 races 15 times.
What the heck?
Right. And different Grand Prix always have different characters that are with you. So how is it so consistently Donkey Kong? Toad was always like 3rd or 4th too. So it's like really consistent. I'm always Yoshi, green Yoshi. So
weird.
My 5th Grand Prix in a row, because I was like, I'm going to keep going until I lose and I'm going to go to bed. Like it was starting to get late, but I was like, can't end on a streak. Like what? So I go to my 5th Grand Prix of like not losing straight, right? And first place, Donkey Kong second place every race. And then the last race, I have the perfect race. And I am telling you, like, no mistakes, perfect drifts, constant boosts, like the turbos, like constant. Didn't miss a turbo off of a jump, nothing. I had red shells thrown at me left, right, and center, and I was blocking all of them.
Left, right, and Reebok.
It was nothing. I had a perfect race, and I'm not even exaggerating. I am on like basically like one last turn and a straightaway to the finish line.
Oh, you blue shell?
I got blue shell. The moment that like the immunity from the blue shell wore off, blue shell again.
How does that even happen?
Right.
Can they even do that?
2 people must have, like 2 characters must have thrown them.
That's crazy.
After the second blue shell, I get hit with a red shell. My car is literally, it was cinematic. My car is bouncing, and I think my car is going to bounce across the finish line, and I press the button to look behind me, and who else but friggin' Donkey Kong is racing his friggin'
Tail.
he tail off. Like, there are flames from the back of his car. He's going so fast. And my car is bouncing, and I'm like, it's going to bounce across the line.
It's like Lightning McQueen when
And
his tires blow out.
Right. It's literally like that. Like, I'm like, get there. And like, my car's bouncing, and I'm like holding like, come on. I start to go. Donkey Kong throws a red shell.
That's crazy.
As it hits me and my car does bounce across the line, he goes, "Zhong," and I get second. It was the most.
That was too good of an opportunity.
Not gonna lie. That was really solid. But no, it was out of a movie to get hit with 4
Literally.
things in like the last turn and straightaway. 4 times I got
That's crazy.
hit. Right. And then
I'd have been so annoyed.
to bounce across the line in second place as Donkey Kong just goes phew, past your face. I was literally like, I had been on such a high of winning 4 Grand Prix in a row, 3 stars. I was like, dude, I'm unstoppable right now. The first 3 races of the 5th Grand Prix. I was livid. I turned off the freaking Switch so fast. I stuffed it in my like nightstand, and I was like head on my pillow, eyes closed, like seething. I was so upset. I was like, whatever, dude. I might be done with this game forever. Not true. I can't wait to play tonight. But like, I was so upset. I was pissed.
Yeah, that's a real bummer.
It was tough.
That is actually crazy that like
it was
that
so
is
frustrating.
literally
Four times at the end of the race. And then I'll just tell this story really fast because I still can't feel my finger. And it's been like almost 2 weeks, I think. So
Wait, what?
On Martin Luther King Jr. Day, like that weekend.
Can't feel your finger.
Yeah, so that weekend I was like redoing a bunch of stuff in my garage because we were moving our living room to where our dining room was and dining room to where our living room was. So we're like switching up our house, and we got some new carpet in, and really cool, really great, really fun. It's like I like mounted our TV before I left this morning for work.
Oh,
And like, so I was like,
nice.
the carpet's in, like house is like upgrades, like feeling good.
Upgrade.
So I'm in the garage on MLK Day, and I'm hammering this nail. So I'm like trying to, it's like one of those nails
that's
that's like
like
a
an
bracket.
ouchie story?
Yeah. So it's like, one of those nails, it's almost like a bracket. It's like this shape. It's like this shape. It's a nail. It's this right here. But like, imagine these are longer, Okay. And it's like you hammer like an electrical wire against against the stud so that it's like nice and snug and it's not just floating through. So I go to do that, and I'm wearing gloves, and it's like the gloves are making my fingers too fat to like hold it there and like hammer it in. So I take the gloves off, and I like and get it started. But then like it wants to pop out. It's the wood that they use in my house is like this really old, like it's like really solid wood.
Does it have bark on it?
No, it's so
mine
hard.
does.
It's so hard to screw into or nail into. It's so difficult. And it's like been like this the whole time we've owned the house. So I'm hammering away, and this thing is not going. So I am like wailing on this nail thing, and I have my finger right next to it.
No.
Like right next to it to just hold it in place. And I don't know how. I was like kind of just like, get in there. I was getting a little annoyed. And I absolutely smoked my finger, my index finger, like.
So you still can't feel it?
No,
it's
been a week and a half, and only on my fingertip and like right next to it. It doesn't look bad anymore. It was pretty purple there for a few days, but like.
Oh, I can see the line.
Yeah, there's like lines on my nail from like what I assume is dried blood underneath my nail. I don't know. But the point is, I still can't feel anything with my fingertip, and so like.
But your rest of your finger's fine.
Yeah, the rest of my finger's fine. It's just my fingertip. But it's a very interesting feeling. Like I got nothing. And it's just been like, I just assumed I would have got the feeling back by now.
You will.
But I smoked my finger. That's the first time I've ever gotten like an injury like that working on some project. And wow, let me tell you. One time when we were doing our house like 5.5, 6 years ago,
it's been that long. It's
I
crazy.
know, right? I had a board up high wedged in between 2 studs, and like I was about to grab some screws and put them in, and I thought like it was really snug, so I thought it was like up there. And the board fell and hit me in the head, and it was like a 2x4 that was probably about 3 feet long, which like
I didn't
that
know
doesn't
this.
sound like that big of a deal. That's a pretty heavy piece of
it
wood.
would knock you pretty good.
And it fell on my head, and my father-in-law was there, and I actually think Mikey was there too, but Tom and Mikey were both there at the time we were all working on it, and it fell, hit me in the head, and I couldn't even help myself. I don't even remember like exactly what it sounded like when it came out. I just knew that I screamed the F word like so loudly, and I was really upset. And like I wrote on the board, like I screwed it into the studs on each side, and it was like part of the header for a closet door. So I screwed it into each side or whatever, and I wrote on the board like "F you, stupid board," and I was so mad.
Everybody's writing like Bible verses on their walls when they redo their house. It says like F you.
No, I was really upset.
That's hilarious.
It's not like anything to be proud of, but
That's so
I'm also
funny,
not
though.
ashamed of it. It just I was angry, and it was what it was.
Real quick before you wrap up.
Yeah.
I'm not, it's not really about Love Island, but something that they say on Love Island All-Stars the new season, I've never heard anybody say this, and they all say it, and so I'm like, is this a new saying? They're from the UK.
Okay.
Keep that in mind. So it
Okay.
might be a thing there, and it's just not transferred over yet.
Okay.
But they all say charge it. Like somebody will do something dumb, like go have a chat with somebody, maybe like a little bit of like a snaky move or something, and they'll be like, just charge it to the game. Like, just charge it to the game. Like they throw that around all the time, or they'll be like, I don't know, should we do this, or maybe we should do that, and they'll be like, man, I don't know, just charge it. Like, and I'm like, is that a new thing?
Interesting.
Are we gonna start using that?
I feel like I had to understand the context of it a little bit more, because like part of me thinks it's like
I think it's like just chalk it up to the fact
that's
that we're playing
exactly what
a
I was
game.
about to say is chalk it up, like chalk it up to
That's
the game.
basically what it is.
Yeah. But then in the second context, the second
They
example you
use it
gave
for
was
a
like
lot.
a different context.
I don't know. They use it a lot, but anyway.
Interesting.
Also, you said you said left, right, and center, and one of the Love Island guys was talking to a girl, and I forget what they were talking about, but he said something. He was like, left, right, and rhubarb. Oh, did someone find your coat?
No.
Sad. But he said something about left, right, and rhubarb instead of left, right, and center. And you said left, right, and center earlier, and I said left, right, and rhubarb. And then I was like, because I was like, wait, weird that came up.
Wait, left, right, and rhubarb.
Left, right, and rhubarb.
But what? Yeah,
I know, just instead of left, right, and
like he didn't accidentally misspeak.
no, like he was like,
He wasn't in the middle of that phrase and then was thinking about like, dang, I really want some rhubarb right now.
Like literally their whole conversation was like, blah, 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 yeah, left, right, and rhubarb. And the girl was like, left, right, and rhubarb. And he's like, yeah, and she's like, isn't it left, right, and center? And he's like, yeah, but you could be like left, right, and rhubarb. She's like, oh, like rhubarb and custard. And he's like, yeah. And that was it. There's a different level of intelligence going on there.
That's a great way to put it. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I understand how that makes any sense, but
I don't think they do either.
Right.
So
yeah, I won't be saying that one.
I might start saying charge it though.
It. Yeah, I think the moment has to be right, and
yeah.
I don't use like chalk it up to this very often. So if I am gonna say that, I probably would just say chalk it up to. So I don't know if I'll ever start using it, but never say never.
I don't know.
You know what?
JB.
You know what Jaden Smith says and Justin Bieber. Jaden Smith, is that his name? Jaden Smith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never say never. Ugh.
But
hey, now those are my initials now too. So.
Forever. Oh, nice. That's
JB.
Yeah, good point. All right, well, that's that.
All right, well, we'll see you guys next week for a very fun episode that we've never done before.
Oh shoot, that's right.
So stay tuned.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
charge it to the podcast.
Charge it to the podcast. Left, right, and rhubarb. All right, bye. Whoa, charge it.
Oh shoot.